I'm a 28-year-old single man called Takuto Ando. I work as a sales representative at Techno Lion, a systems company. I was hired to work here about half a month ago.
Ando-kun, may I have a word?
Okay. Her name is Arisa Yamada. She was my boss and trained me at work. She was also the most beautiful woman in the company. She didn't show it off though, and she was dedicated to her work. Arisa was younger than me, but she was a reliable person.
I think these numbers are wrong.
Really? I'm sorry, I'll fix it right away.
A small mistake can sometimes cause a lot of damage. Review it carefully. I know you can do it.
Sure, thank you.
You can't work overtime today because there's a welcome party for you.
Yeah. I can't let them make me drink too much just because the party is for me. Tomorrow is my day off, so I should go home early.
Ando-kun!
Oh, Yamada-san! What's up?
Do you have any free time after the party? Would you like to have a drink with me?
If I refuse her invitation, it'll be awkward later on at work. Sure, let's do it.
There's a nice bar nearby. Let's go there.
The bar she took me to had a nice atmosphere. We talked about work, mostly about things that we wouldn't normally be able to talk about without the help of alcohol. The type of communication that is only possible for people who work with each other. Yamada-san, I think you've drunk a little too much.
There are things I can't do unless I'm drunk.
What's wrong?
Listen to me. You know the companies we're doing business with called Kuzu Mountain, don't you?
Of course. We're involved in a huge project with them right now.
The person in charge there, Kuzu-san, clearly wants to be involved with me beyond the workplace. He wants me to go out with him. I've been putting off answering him for a long time. He's an important client of our company, so it's hard for me to flat out deny his request.
That's not right. Why don't you talk to our sales manager, Tanaka-san?
I did, but he wasn't any help. He told me not to consult with him about such trivial matters, and that the success of the project should be my top priority.
You're so beautiful. It's no wonder men are targeting you with ulterior motives. That's terrible. I think we need to do something about it. But I have no idea what to do.
Hey, I have a favor to ask you.
What is it?
Will you be my fiancé?
Really?
Sorry to spring this on you. I know this is all a bit sudden, but I think it'll help me and we just have to pretend.
What do you mean?
If I pretend to have a fiancé, Kuzu-san will give up trying to go out with me.
Oh, I get it now. If that's the reason, then sure, I'll accept your offer. If a woman that beautiful asked me to marry her, I'd say yes even if I had no reason to. And so, I became Yamada-san's pretend fiancé. We had some careful discussions and took some photos together. I asked a trusted colleague to back up our story and did all sorts of other groundwork for our story to be believable. A few days later... Hey! What do you want so late at night?
I'm sorry. I'm in a bit of trouble.
What's wrong?
We're having a party for Kuzu Mountain next week, and I need you to come with me.
That's a bit sudden. Did something happen at your meeting with Kuzo-san?
Actually, yes. That's all. Thanks very much for meeting me today.
Today's meeting was very productive.
It was, just as you requested.
Oh yes! I've arranged a gathering next week for everyone involved in the Kuzo Mountain project. We're having a party to celebrate our 30th anniversary, and I'd like it if you'd attend.
Sure.
That's where I plan to announce your engagement to me.
What? No, we're not even dating.
I asked you to be in a relationship with me a long time ago. We've met many times since, and you still haven't turned down my offer. To my understanding, you had already given me your consent.
Oh no, I withheld my answer for some time, but I intended to decline your offer at some point.
Really? What's the matter with you? If you upset me, I can pull out of the deal we're working on and go with another company? What would your boss think about that?
It's not fair to mix our personal lives with business matters.
Is there a good reason why you can't be in a relationship with me?
Because I have a fiancé.
What? I didn't know about that.
I didn't tell you.
Darn! Then bring him to the party. We'll see who's the right man for you. If he's not good enough, you have to break up with him and get engaged to me. If you don't bring him to the party, the deal is off. Okay?
That's my problem. I'm sorry to drag you into this.
What you talking about? Do you want me to come and pretend to be your fiancé? Okay, I'll come. Don't worry about it.
Thanks. I'm counting on you.
Isn't the role of a lover to protect the one he loves?
Oh gosh, this has got so out of hand. Please take care of me at the party.
Sure, I will. On the day of the 30th anniversary party of Kuzo Mountain, 3 people from my company attended the party. Tanaka-san, Yamada-san, and myself.
Kuzo-san.
We've been waiting for you, Yamada-san!
This is my fiancé, Ando-san.
Nice to meet you. I'm Ando. Yamada-san is actually my boss. So, you prefer this nerdy-looking guy to me? Where did you go to college? I only graduated from high school. I didn't go to college. That's hilarious! You'll never find a decent job with an education like that. This man isn't even in my league. Yamada-san, you'll be 100 million times happier if you leave this worthless man and get engaged to me.
How selfish!
Also, our dealings with your company and both of your positions within your company could be in jeopardy.
Do you really think you can get away with that?
Yamada-kun, you should do what he says.
What? Boss, that's unreasonable.
You need to consider what your position is in this situation.
Oh no.
That's right. You can think long and hard about it while I give my speech. Be sure to make the correct decision. It's okay, Yamada-san.
Ando-kun, but...
Don't worry. I'll protect you. The world-class Kuzo Mountain is working jointly with the up-and-coming Techno Lion Company, and this project is a fitting celebration for our company's 30th anniversary. I'm sure you'll all agree.
Hey, Ando-kun.
What's wrong?
Do you think he'll stick to just giving a speech?
No, I think he's up to something. Let me introduce to you Tanaka-san, Yamada-san, and Ando-san from our partner company, Techno Lion. Here it comes.
Ando-kun.
Don't worry. Trust me. Thank you all for coming up here. This is the sales manager, Tanaka-san. Yamada-san is in charge of the project, and Ando-san is her subordinate. Yamada-san does a very fine job, but I'm sorry to have to say this at a time like this, but Ando-san, you're not good enough. An incompetent, uneducated, high school graduate who, by the looks of things, isn't capable of doing his job. It's a pity that he's involved in such an important project, and I'm sure he'll be a major obstacle to our success going forward. The obstacle must be removed. You should resign from Yamada-san's staff right now. The elimination of lowbrow scum like you will be good for the project, or perhaps even good for the entire world. What in the world are you talking about? Father! Boss! Did you enjoy my wonderful speech? You idiot! Are you insane? Do you know who this man is? He works for Yamada-san. Wrong! This man is the CEO of Techno Lion's parent company, Wonder Moon.
He graduated from high school, and within a few years of starting his own business, he had signed several major deals with world-famous companies and achieved annual sales of $100 million. He took the world by storm. That man is Takuto Ando, the CEO of Wonder Moon.
Oh, everyone knows now.
What? Ando-kun?
What? Well, what's he doing working at such a low post in the company?
I've heard about people doing this before. I was sure you had heard about it too.
I've never heard of such a thing. I mean, what you doing working with her as your boss? There were a bunch of bad rumors about Techno Lion. We only acquired the company last year. I was doing an undercover investigation. I wanted to see everything that was happening with my own eyes. And it turns out it was a good decision for me to do so. We found evidence that you and our sales manager were exchanging money under the table. I also found out that the two of you were trying to undermine our valued employees. Thus ended all the commotion. Caesar was of course removed from his position, and Tanaka-san was dismissed on disciplinary grounds. The sales representative for Kuzo Mountain was also replaced, and the project turned out to be a great success. Techno Lion's business performance increased significantly.
Why do you want me to be Wonder Moon's sales manager?
You've shown a lot of competence, so I want you to use your skills here. I'm counting on you.
I'll do my best to live up to your expectations.
Oh, and... is that offer still valid?
What? What offer?
Do you still want me to be your pretend fiancé? Or would you like to be my real fiancé?
Yes, it'd be my pleasure. I'm so happy.
Yamada-san and I got properly engaged. We wouldn't be pretending anymore. I was sure that going forward it'd be more fulfilled both in my work life and in my personal life.